The London and North Eastern Railway was the second largest of the four railway companies formed in 1923, which were brought together by legislation in 1948 to create the nationalised British Railways. The railway had pursued a big engine policy with regard to its express steam locomotive building programme, with more Pacific-type locomotives on its books than the other railways could muster together. Perhaps the most famous of all were the Gresley A4s, which appeared in the 1930s and were unlike any other locomotive type anywhere else. A member of this class, Mallard, holds the world speed record for steam. This is her classmate, Union of South Africa, as she appeared in the 1950s and 60s and is preserved today as she runs non-stop through York. This engine was built as an A3 at Doncaster in 1930. She's followed in the countryside by Melton, number 44. The engines were nearly all named after famous racehorses, winners of the various English classic races from the 1890s onwards. Melton was the first LNER ordered A1. She's followed by Gainsborough once again, now fitted with smoke deflectors and passing Grantham in front of an enthusiastic crowd of loco spotters. The deflectors had been added as a result of the fitment in the late 1950s of the double chimney and exhaust, which had a softer blast than the original single chimney. This led to a tendency to drifting smoke obscuring the driver's vision, although that's not obvious on Captain Cuttle as the engine blasts through on an express. Our final A3 is Knight of Thistle. There's no "the" in the name. It was removed in 1932. She was an A1 rebuild. There were originally 79 A3s, but the very first Gresley Pacific of all, number 1470 Great Northern, was rebuilt by Thompson to form the prototype of a new class of A1s, which were developed by his successor, Arthur Peppercorn, into the very successful new A1 class, of which 60125 Scottish Union is the first we see. This was a class of 49 modern Pacifics, which were all produced under the auspices of British Railways in 1948 and 1949. The solitary Thompson